Hey, welcome back to Daily Hope. I've got a question for you today. When was the last time that somebody gave you some advice? They had a critique for you in your life, and it cut you emotionally. You were like, they hurt my feelings by saying that. But you thought about it. And maybe after a few hours or a few days or maybe a few weeks, you realize, you know what? They're right. And while that thing bruised my ego or kind of hurt my feelings, it was actually they were telling me that because they want to help me. Now, maybe you've never felt that way. I've felt that way a number of times. I remember as a child, my dad saying, John, you need to learn to have a teachable spirit. I don't naturally have a teachable spirit. And as I've grown over the years, the first few times that happened, that someone who meant to help me, but their words sliced me and I was hurt, my ego would flare up and I would just push them away. But in time, by God's grace and through His Spirit, I learned that there are occasions. Now, not everyone who hurts you with their words has your best interest in mind, but there are some times when someone who loves you is saying, hey, there's a booger hanging out of your nose, or your zipper is down. Essentially, as a metaphor in life, they're saying, you do this thing to the people you're around and it hurts them. And when they say that to you, it hurts your feelings and your pride flares up and your ego and you say, no, you're not right. That hurts my feelings. But sometimes God brings a person into your life who tells you something you don't see about yourself because He's trying to help you. Listen to today's verse from Proverbs 27, verse 6. It says this, wounds from a sincere friend can be trusted. Wounds from a sincere friend are better than kisses from an enemy. Now the point is this. You have enemies in your life or people who want to take advantage of you who will always tell you what you want to hear. And you also have some sincere friends who care about you and want what's best for you, and at times will tell you what you need to hear, and when they tell you what you need to hear, it will wound you. Now, it takes wisdom to know, is this person who's wounding me, is there truth in what they're saying or not? And that's where the Word of God and the wisdom of many counselors come into play. So if you've been wounded recently by the words of someone and you're trying to decide, is that a loving person trying to help me or is that just a hateful person trying to hurt me, get some wise counsel. Don't surround yourself with yes people who just always tell you what you want to hear. Have some friends who have the ability to speak difficult things into your life. And if you'll have the character and the maturity that says, I will trust difficult wounds from friends who I know have my best interest in mind, well, now you're on the path that you can start to work on some of your blind spots in life, and you can start to become a person that you'd never otherwise become. So wounds from a friend can be trusted. That's a word from God from the book of Proverbs. Proverbs is full of wisdom, and these next few days we're going to look in the book of Proverbs to get practical wisdom for your life and mine. I'll see you tomorrow for some more wisdom.